Wait.
Okay, what do you want us
Just
to
go,
say?
whatever.
Like where we're from, or
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Where you go to school,
Yeah, so
where you're
we're
from, whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Macy. I'm from Fort Worth originally, but I go to Oklahoma State.
I'm Chris. I'm from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and I go to Oklahoma State as well.
We met for the first time. I saw him for the first time at a Sunday Mass. I was actually sitting by his sister, who just so happens to be my best friend, and she pointed him out, and I remember thinking, whoa, who is that guy?
It's Chris.
That's Chris.
Yeah, I remember it very vividly. I dated kind of throughout high school, a little bit through college before she came. I never really remembered the first time I saw a girl, but I vividly remember seeing her in church. To be honest, I don't even remember what the homily was. It was a total blur. I kept looking over at her. It was a mess.
Well, we started dating this summer, the summer of 2016. After we had known each other for like almost over 2 years, 2.5 years ish, and after we had been getting to know each other really intentionally for almost 6 months.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you were right. I remember asking her. Well, so we met, really. I first asked her to dance and like hang out at the 2015 Seek in Nashville. That was a pretty big moment. I was super nervous. Actually, to be honest, I wasn't as nervous about asking her as what my sister would think. I was a little terrified of that, so I had to have a conversation with her later on. But that's when I first kind of caught the feels for real. And then I asked her out cowardly, unfortunately. The first time was it was probably like a couple months after Seek, so it was the new year, new semester, like February-ish. She said that she wanted to stay friends, that she wasn't ready to date anybody, which was smart. I was a mess. She was a lot smarter than me, and she still is. And then, so I kind of waited a while. We just remained friends. We like casually saw each other and said hi. That was really about it. And then we really started talking again after I left for an internship. And we kind of got to know each other from texting and like talking over the phone. Originally, how I got in contact with her, I wrote her a birthday letter, and it wasn't divulging everything, but I kind of gave away almost all my cards. I kind of like showed her my hand a little bit, and she still kind of said, I want to remain friends, but she still liked talking to me, so I kept going with it. And then I finally, I don't know, was it trick? Is trick the right word?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, we started talking on the phone every night about March, over spring break. He said, I'm going to call you every night for the next however many days. And that's whenever we really started to get to know each other, really intentionally. And it was really cool because we were on the phone, and so it was completely without any sort of physical contact at all. So I just really got to know him as a person and as a human, and he got to do the same for me, which was really, really cool. I think it makes it a whole different ball game. I mean, we go to Mass as often as we can together. If we can't go to Mass, then a lot of times we'll just go to the chapel and pray together. It allows us to be very honest with each other, I feel, too. It allows us to be vulnerable with each other, and, if I have a struggle, I can ask him to pray for me, or vice versa. So I think it just leads to a lot more honest, a lot more fulfilling relationship, I guess.
I've never asked a girl to go pray at the chapel. I've never dated a whole lot of Catholic girls, so I never was comfortable doing anything like that. But Catholicism is a big part of my life, and so I feel that in order to feel comfortable and live my life fully, I need to be able to share it with somebody.
I think it would be totally different. First of all, I don't think we would have any other friends. I think that if we weren't pursuing our relationship the way we are, that we kind of would have isolated ourselves. We would have cut off the other relationships that are so vital to how our lives are right now. Obviously, we wouldn't be going to church together. We probably wouldn't be able to have deep talks with one another. Everything would be different.
We wouldn't be here at Seek.
We wouldn't be here at Seek.
Which is fun. Go. I mean, Catholicism's it's so broad. There's so much to learn about it. And frankly, I got overwhelmed when I was a lot younger, and even in my freshman year of college. But coming back to the faith and realizing how important it is, imagining a life without it, is it really a life at all?
Ooh, advice.
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I went to her parents' house to meet them, and we weren't even dating. Don't be nervous. It's really not as bad as you think. But for real, being a virtuous man, and then finding that virtuous woman. Sarah Swaffer says they're out there. She's one of them, and there's like at least, I'd say like 30 million more.
At least. Yeah, definitely just be virtuous before you're in a relationship, and then use the relationship to continue to grow in virtue. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question.